Hello and welcome to this episode about the power of linking. I'm your host Matt Clark, and today we'll cover the importance of linking your notes, how the naming of your notes can capture some of that magic from the original Zettelkasten, and touch on some interesting thought processes around creating and combining a physical ANTInet Zettelkasten with the power of a digital note-taking app to create a digital twin. This one is jam-packed with useful and actionable insights, so let's dive right in. So digital note-taking apps like Obsidian, Logseek and Tana all pride themselves on ease of linking to similar notes. The process of linking related notes leads to strengthening of your memory and your ability to recall, building mental scaffolding around thoughts and ideas. The power of this is captured more in depth in Sonke Aaron's How to Take Smart Notes. This captures the original spirit of the Zettelkasten, but ultimately it feels like it falls a little flat. I've spent 6 months investigating how to best organize my Obsidian vault. I've ended up exploring in-depth Para by Tiago Forte of Building a Second Brain fame, Access by Nick Myler of Linking Your Thinking fame, and started with Ace via Ideaverse Pro, Nick Myler's latest course. Right now I'm sitting best inside an Access model, with the majority of my time spent inside the Spaces directory. Check out my other video on that. Now originally, when using these different methods, I just used mental recall to try and find my links and related notes. This left a lot on the table as my brain often failed to draw the correct keyword to make the connection. So I began adding tags to my notes. This resulted in a lot of tag sprawl, and the addition of an add-on called Tag Folder helped me manage the inconsistent tagging that was plaguing my vault. Tag Folder creates a folder navigation-like view in Obsidian that enables exploration of tags as though it was a folder, and helps you find isolated tags and notes and update them to more appropriate central categories. From here, I began adding date stamps in the format year, month, day, hour, minute, a practice I've brought from my line of work that helps sort temporally via file name automatically, and has the added bonus of placing the next note in order. But while this helped me sort my vault by date automatically, it helped little with recall, and further thoughts on those notes were not easy to simply slot in a nearby file location. This felt like the naming schema could actually be the answer though. This led me back to Nick Luhmann, and was later validated by Scott Schepper in his book ANTInet Zettelkasten. This was the NumericAlpha scale, which looked like 2100A-1908-B note title, each number, letter and hyphen leading to its own leaf on a branch. This can be implemented by either starting at 0001 and going from there, or my personal favourite, we have loose categories that follow broader topics and sciences such as IT. This helps bring you to a specific area of your vault, as well as discovering all your existing notes in a category and collide some similar thoughts together. I've started my own physical ANTInet Zettelkasten, and I enhance the physical side of it by creating a digital twin in my Obsidian vault. I've developed a unique system for my note-taking that bridges the physical and digital worlds. It starts with a simple card and a pen. I jot down a note and consider where it fits within my physical ANTInet Zettelkasten. After pinpointing its closest thematic link, I assign it a NumericAlpha number. This same number is then used to create its digital counterpart in my Obsidian vault. But what if I'm away from my desk? In those instances, I initially capture the note in my Obsidian inbox using my phone. Later, I transfer it onto a physical card and follow the same process to create its digital twin. It's a method that keeps my thoughts synchronized and easily accessible whether I'm at my desk or on the go. NumericAlpha sorting uses numbers alternated by letters, numbers, and symbols to allow insertion of notes between other notes and assists in that previously mentioned mental scaffolding. This then lets a little chaos come into play, as discovery of the correct category then leads to other like ideas jumping out at you from your vault. Unlikely links appear, enhanced by the idea compass, the north, south, east, west method, or Feynman's 12 questions. As your vault grows, the sheer volume of notes can become overwhelming, and this is where your MOCs linked back to your home note can be used to quickly jump to the discipline that you wanted to add a note to. And in turn, this using a data view query can help find initial notes in your link chains, preserving lines of thought. A simple right-click and reveal file in navigation later, and you're at the correct cluster of notes. Now each note, rather than explicitly linking to every note in the chain, links directly to the note up from it, even if this is an MOC. From there, try to limit yourself to 2 to 3 links of the most relevant notes. This increases the power of your links, and limiting your linking helps reveal your strongest notes and ideas by way of gravity on your graph view. Now, once you've done assigning your note a new NumericAlpha code to give it its new home, you can then use specifically assigned category tags to add your note automatically to collections via data view, or by using Tag Folder to quickly find similarly tagged items in a topic. The properties that I find most useful for my use cases are the created date, just the date that it's created on. Up, this is my directly linked note above it in the chain, the one that is most relevant to it. Related, as discussed, I limit this to 2 to 3 links just to try and strengthen those strong notes. If I link to everything, it gets overwhelming. And then tags, this one's used to create maps of content easily and automatically with the Data View plugin. And then the author, I use the author if I'm trying to find similar quotes and statements of books by a particular author like Tiago Forte and Nick Milo. And then references. If I got this from a book or a YouTube video, I use Zotero to grab the references and link back. Now, honestly, none of these properties need to be filled out, although created is fairly useful by itself. However, when you do fill the properties out, they can be used to populate data view queries and populate key items like MOCs quickly and easily, or help you find that delicious umami quote that gets you pondering. The other one that I find most useful is the up link, which helps me create or start those link chains. Isolated notes tend to get lost. Now, because of how all of this works together, you get automatically updating MOCs, key terms, and categories for easier drilling into, as well as link chains that over time will strengthen your graph view and help you identify those recurring items and get you to the finish line of whatever effort project you're working on. And with that, I would like to thank you for watching today's video. If you learned something new, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. I do make an effort to respond to each and every in kind, and I'm wishing you every success in 2024 and beyond. Happy linking!